Hello guys, myself Ikato Kulaumi, and for tonight I'll be your host. Well, for tonight, the Inside Talk Show, we have our guest as the Rumbling Spoons. Well, without further ado, let's welcome him and start our show. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm not sure whether he's still online. Please give me a second, guys. Thank you, guys. I guess, yeah, okay. Here. All right. I've already sent the invitation to our guests, so let's give me a second. Maybe it's busy now. I think you haven't seen my invitation. All right, here we are.
Hello.
Hi, Ramin Spoon.
Hello. Hello. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Am
hear
I
you. How
audible?
about you? Yeah, is
Yeah.
it? What about
Perfect.
me? Is
Perfect.
it audible?
Yes, I can hear you well.
All right. So let's start the show.
Yeah. Good evening.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. I am Ikaro
Yeah.
Kulaumi,
Thank you
and
so much.
I'll be hosting. Yeah, I'll be hosting you this evening. Thank you so much for coming live with us. Well, we are
It's my
excited,
pleasure.
and we hope we are excited as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you
Okay.
so much for the invitation.
Yeah. It's actually, it's our pleasure. Thank you, and it's our pleasure to have you. Well, all right,
Yeah. Same here.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Nito Vilo, aka the Rumbling Spoon. Woo! Welcome to our viewers. Well, you are not a new face, and then you are a successful entrepreneur. You are one of the best influencer out there, spreading positivity and promoting the roots. Well,
Thank you so
we don't
much.
know how you do it, the thing that you do, yeah, but you are amazing as you are, and we always look forward to see you flash on the screen, and of course, make us hungry for more through your updates. Yeah, you deserve all the praise and promotion, to be frank enough. Anyway, without further ado, I would like to start by asking the questions. We have prepared two set of questions, and one will be about your bio, and the other will
Mhm,
be know more about you. Okay, so
mhm,
here it goes. The first question from the set about your bio. Okay,
mhm, mhm.
all right. How long have you been in Bangalore? When what is the purpose of your stay?
Okay. Uh, okay. So let me just give an introduction about myself, like
Okay, sure, sure.
my bio
Oh,
now.
I'm so
So I'll
sorry.
just
Yeah,
start
yeah,
it so that
yeah, yeah.
the viewers can also know a little bit about me, like through your page as
Obviously,
well.
obviously.
So
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
my name is Niku Video, yeah,
Okay.
and I'm from Kohima. My full name is Anikyo, but I just use Niku Video. So I'm from Kohima, born and brought up from Dimapur, and then I'm from Merima village, and I belong to Angami tribe, and then uh, I have done my engineering and then I've worked for a couple of years, like 4 to 5 years in the IT sector as well as many other different MNCs. So even I've worked at Census Kohima and then I was working on
Okay.
a project and then I came back to Bangalore and then I was working in IT company. Like I've worked with different other things and then I my last job was as a HR manager, you can say, HR executive.
All right. Okay.
So that's my short bio. That's it. And I
Yeah,
have
that's
done electronics and communication engineering and a little bit of marketing and then courses and all, and digital marketing and then a little bit of small stuff. That's it.
wow.
Okay. And then what was your question? I forgot. Anything else
It,
you wanted to know?
it's it seems you have ventured in every sector.
It's not like that.
Same
Like
here.
I'm always into like interested in computers and then like maths and all. So it's very interesting. Like once you know
Uh-huh.
about computers, there's so many things you can do, like from coding for marketing, digital marketing, and then graphic designing. And then, so in my free time, I also do this graphic designing. I do for clients from US as well through
All right.
just like Fiverr.com. And then I do some little bit of graphic designing, logo design,
Mhm, mhm.
website building. That's it.
Okay.
It's
That was quite
interesting.
a Yeah, that was quite an interesting introduction. Sorry for not giving the time to do your introduction. I was a bit excited to interview you.
That's
All
completely
right.
fine.
Yeah. Coming back to the question, my question was, how long have you been in Bangalore? What is the purpose of your stay?
Okay. So like I did my engineering from this Karnataka. Like the place where I did was Hassan, Malnad College of Engineering Hassan. So I
All
came
right.
in the year 2010. So it was a 4 year course. So Bangalore is very nearby, like I think 140 kilometers. So we usually come to
Mhm.
Bangalore. So by, after that, in the year 2014, I went back and then I came back again in the year 2017. So it's been like 4 years in Bangalore. But
Mhm.
after 2017, I've been working here, so it's not completely new.
Okay.
It's like that,
That's
and my purpose is like what to do, what to say. I mean, I'm here because there's so much things we can know here because of all the facilities. So
yeah, yeah.
I'm planning to return back next year. Like
Mhm.
if everything works out, I'm planning to return back to hometown and then maybe start something here. But before that, like during my short stay here, I want to like acquire more knowledge, na?
Mhm.
Manohan by Tuo Pare, and then we get to know so many people here. So I'm just trying to network and then like trying to know more people and then
Mhm.
take some ideas and then which I can implement way back home so that we can create some employment for our
Yeah.
future generations and all. So that's the
As
purpose, you can say.
as a business person, you have to be greedy to know more. I like the
Yes,
idea.
uh, I would not say as a businessman to me, but I should tell myself as a food entrepreneur who is like looking for
Uh-huh.
new avenues, looking for new ventures, new investors, I should say. Like, uh, I don't want to do it in the traditional way of like you open up a shop and then you do it like that. But I want to
Yes.
take this food industry to like online. So I'm just
Okay.
trying to learn more about it, like import, export, logistic. So that will
Mhm.
be like the knowledge which again I can be able to share to other people as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the purpose. Like as an
That is
entrepreneur,
quite
there
quite
is so much
interesting.
things to learn. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Being an entrepreneur is quite an what do you say? It's a multitask, and it's very hard to know about it. But then,
Very
as
challenging.
yeah, very challenging, I should say. But then there is
And
a lot
at
of
the same time,
benefit.
mhm,
Hmm.
like the work I'm doing, like there's no one I can look up to. Like there's no one that oh tayo niya na. Like there's no one that
Hmm.
I should say that oh he is also doing the same stuff which I'm doing, so I can look up to him. I can ask for advice. So it's just something that I'm trying to get the knowledge by myself, na. So
Hmm.
so for that, I have to know new people, and then it's not that someone I know. So it's totally like going in a ocean trying to find my food. Nah? So I'm
Yeah,
just trying to
yeah,
collaborate, know new people, and then at the same time, people are also very helpful. Like when we approach them, they are also always ready to share their knowledge with us if we
yeah.
go in a good way. Nah? It's like that.
Yeah.
So
Out
it's
here in
going
Nagaland,
fine.
we don't have yeah, we don't have much fields from where we can experience. So
Hmm.
we are very grateful that you are thinking about our Nagas, and then we are thinking about our people to come back, and then
Hmm.
whatever you're going to learn, you're going to
Hmm.
teach us. So I'll be waiting for that. Even me, I'm a business student, so
Yeah, that's interesting. So it's
I'll learn from you as
like
well.
So like we can't always look for government job because the government job is already saturated. There are so many
Yes, yes,
people,
yes.
so we need more entrepreneurs who can
Mm.
create more job avenues. And then uh, even like even our place on we don't have that much entrepreneurs kan man
Yeah,
nai.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
the
yeah,
young
yeah.
one, like we have some who are working very well in their own field, but we don't have any young people like uh, example, if you study hospitality management, like if you study for a chef and all you always
Mm.
think of going outside working in a five-star hotel, but there's
Mm-hmm.
no someone that uh, who knows more about technology like the
Yeah.
conventional way, someone who is like little bit of knowledge about technology, and then they know about their work, and then come back home and do something for the other. No? So
Yeah.
for me, I am interested in food, and then I am as
Mm-hmm.
interested in technology. So I'm just trying to merge it together. Na? Kalau itu lo
Yeah.
nilainya planning to do something on that.
Yeah. Visual itu. Chalo. Okay. That's goes with our first question. Let's
Mhm.
go with our second question. Can we go back to when you were growing up back in Nagaland? What was that
Mhm.
like, and what did you think you were going to be growing up?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. Like,
Yeah.
mm, uh, I grew up in Dimapur, so
Uh-huh.
it was very what to do. So much exposure was there. Like in Dimapur, like there are so many types of people. They stay like different communities. We get to learn so many
Mm-hmm.
things from people. And the school I studied, like it was in a very small area. So we were like
Okay.
the सबसे भाला बोला जाए, we are like the best one
Uh-huh.
in the school. So I was more into studies, like not even always like sports day mang bhal nai na, not sports, not music,
Mm-hmm.
always interested in studies. And the time I realized like I'm very good in maths, so
Okay.
I was like maths to more cruel like I had to do something on this maths field, and I was so
Mm-hmm.
interested. And then after my 10th standard, I passed in very good marks, and then after my 10th, I moved to Kohima for my higher studies. I did my plus two from Kohima Science College, and then
Okay.
even there I passed very well. And then I appeared for this JEE exam, and then I went for like I was always interested in engineering. I always like
Okay.
if you ask me in my 10th standard what you want to do, like in your 8th standard, I don't know about much about it, but I know I have to do with computers, something with the technology. So I would always say I want to be a software engineer, but I never know what the real meaning of software engineer, how to be. But later, like
Yeah.
after my 10th standard, after I went back
Maybe
to
because
after I
we have the
went
same. Mm-hmm. Go on, go on.
So I went to Kohima Science College, and then there we met so many seniors who had like guided us. If you want to be a software engineer, you have to be good in maths, and then you have to do you have to go for engineering, and then you can do it. So that's how
Mm.
like after like 10th standard, I was very confused. Okay, I was interested in cooking, but at home, like
Mm-hmm.
being the youngest one, I was never allowed to cook anything. I would always
Yeah.
clean these potatoes, chamra chilo, potato
Uh-huh.
chamra
Uh-huh.
chilo, pias katiwo, marcha katiwo, I was always doing the chopping part, and sometimes I'll do the washing,
Okay.
cleaning and all. But I was never given the full authority to cook. So, like, I was interested in cooking, but my parents they have told me like, uh, cooking you can do it pursue in future if you want to, but
Mm-hmm.
right now this is a
Yeah.
time to gain knowledge. So if you have knowledge, then people will also trust you, and then like, মনটো একটা কৰিলে মানুহ পঢ়া লিখা আহিলে হিচাপ কৰে না, they respect you if you have
Yes, yes,
education.
yes.
So you'll
Yeah.
be able to stand. And then cooking, if you want, you can do after your graduation as well. But right now, you are very young to do that, and then we don't have much people who can guide you on this. So you better
Mm-hmm.
do your higher secondary. You want to always to do on maths, so you have to take science. They don't have any problem, okay, if I take arts as well, but I said it's marks not by share, so let's go outside of the hometown. Dimapur bahar olao, Kohima de South India how it will be in Kohima. So I went there, and then I passed out in very good marks, and then I did my engineering, and then finally the dream came true of a software engineer, and then I work in I did many projects with central government as well, with the
Okay.
census office.
All right.
So it was a very good experience. Like Aadhaar card, like Aadhaar card
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah,
came to
yeah.
Nagaland, the
Mm-hmm.
biometric, and then the uh, National Population Register (NPR). No? All this
Yeah.
we have to register our name. All this. So I should say like I was in the front. No? Means itu kuralare.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
the consultant there. So with I worked here for nearly 2 years, and we have done a bit of cover, like Shimangi capture property. We were able to do so many biometric, Aadhaar card,
Mm-hmm.
and then so it was that I wanted to do engineering. I did it, and then the transition came, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. After thorough deliberation is going to come out everything from you.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
that
sure.
was quite an interesting explanation which you have given us. By
Mhm.
your explanation, you are quite a multi-talented person, and I believe many of the viewers are going to be blessed through your distinct explanation,
Uh, I
especially
hope
those who
so.
are interested in JE. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Here comes your third question. We are also aware that you speak 8 languages. Yeah.
Sorry?
So we
Yes,
heard
yes.
that. I mean, we are aware that you speak 8 languages. Eight.
I mean, I understand. Not I speak fluently. I understand.
All right. All right. Okay. Anything understand really quiet na. Chalo.
I
So
know, I
what are
know.
those and where did you learn?
See, uh, I grew up in Dimapur, na. So there are
Okay.
like so many, like in our school, like we have different type of communities, like Muslim Malaysia, and we have uh, Hindu people, like Assamese, Bihari, and then so many types of people, na.
Yeah.
And I was always like a people person. I always mingle with people, and then uh,
Mm-hmm.
I have many friends where I learned all these languages. So
Mm.
even like Dimapur, I grew up in my area. That side we have all these people, nah, different
Yeah.
community. So they talk, and then we got to learn little bit of that, and then that's how you mingle. And the languages, as you said, I understand obviously Angami, and then
Okay.
uh, Hindi, English, Naganese,
Uh-huh.
Nepali, because here so many friends are Nepali here in
All right.
Bangalore. So they talk always in Nepali, so got to know, and even from basic like Pachavara, we get to know a little bit of
Mm.
Nepali and all that.
Uh-huh.
And then Assamese because it's very similar to Nagamese, and then Bengali
Yeah.
because uh, grew up with many friends, and then the client which I was working like in the census office, they were working for this Electronic Corporation of India. So they come from
Okay.
Kolkata. So that's where
Uh-huh.
like always wanted to speak Nagamese. I will speak Nagamese, he will reply in Bengali. So that's how like our conversation started, and then like I get to know, nah?
Okay. Yeah, that
And
is quite an
being here
interesting
in
learning skill.
yeah, and then being here in Karnataka, like I studied here with no little bit of basic of Kannada, but like if
Mm-hmm.
your conversation is going on, then I can understand like at least they are talking what about. Nah? Kila kota ko say I can
Okay.
understand. Not perfectly, I can know, but I can get to know like how to na diya ko I can figure out. Nah?
Through the gesture.
Yeah, actually just and their
That is.
like language as well. Little bit.
Mhm. Okay. There is one word which the Muslims, I think Muslim, they speak. Kita khobor, they use say that, right?
This is Bangladeshi.
That is Bangladeshi.
Bangladeshi. Bangladeshi Muslim মানে কই itu tuh. Kita khobor.
But that is good. Okay, it's very famous
Yeah,
in Nagaland, especially Dimapur.
yeah. If you go outside of this one, near this Lahorijan side, na, you'll get to know all this.
Yeah, especially
क्या
yeah,
Bagan side, na? Mhm.
yeah. Okay,
I
coming
I
back to
can
our
also.
questions.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, okay. When did you start to learn how to cook?
Uh, I should say like my parents, my sisters, and all, they are all very good in cooking. Like at home, like they will be preparing simple stuff, and then like we get to know, nah. Once we
Yeah.
observe them, I was never in the kitchen. Kitchen segment was not for me, like the cooking one, except the cutting, as I said, chopping and all. So I always
Uh-huh.
like I like to eat how little bit less of the. And then once I went to science college, like all this time I was at home, na. Like
Mm-hmm.
parents will prepare for you. But once I stayed in hostel, the
Mm-hmm.
I I got to learn so many food, na? Like idli like there are so many things we get to know. In Dimapur we know, but Ghoreki Khai we only know that one and the neighbors and all what they give us. But after going to hostel and all, like so many different communities like
Yeah,
Lotha,
yeah.
Suni, na? And then we get to eat so many stuff. Even from the eastern Nagas, we get to eat so many stuff like the pickles, uh, corn, millet, and all this. Na? And then my real cooking started when I was doing my engineering, like in the year 2011, I should say, 2010 last, na?
Yeah.
2010 to 2011 time there. Like in hostel, we were staying in big dormitory. Like all the
Mm.
Nagas and then Arunachali friends and then Manipuri friends, now we were staying together because
Acha.
they also like to keep us in the like Nizar Manwani kilo hui na. You're from Northeast, you
Mm-hmm.
stay together, unity na. So in the hostel, we'll prepare food. Then nobody knows cooking, so I like we try to resolve. Let me try, and then we buy chicken, and then we bought a small stove, and then from there we
Uh-huh.
started cooking. The basic, I will call up my parents, my mom, sister, and then like how to cook chicken, and then they will tell just fry some onion, chilies, tomato, and then some masala
Uh-huh.
chicken, and then you put the chicken, let it get cooked, and then you guys can have it. So we have the rice
Yeah.
cooker. We bought one rice cooker because see, directly from Nagaland we are coming here, nah? So the food
Mm.
we can't adjust at the first.
Yes,
Like
yes.
even
We understand.
masala we can't adjust, and our stomach does not, nah, stomach probably
Yeah.
not pare, nah. So we will just get loose motion, and then our stomach is not here. So we can't cope up with that. So it will take
Mm-hmm.
time. So we know. So we'll take the rice from the hostel, and then we'll just prepare our chicken. Okay. Kola chutney and
Yes.
go. We have chutneys from home, and then we'll have it. So, like cooking, it all comes from memory for me, na. Like there was no
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
one ever taught me like inya pakawi, you have to do this, do that. There was nobody showed me like that, but it all come from the memory, like inya pakawal lagi, and then I will call up my parents, and then that's
Yeah.
how the passion started. And then always I was the one cooking. My friends will be helping in chopping the stuff, and then uh, we started, and then I was cooking for our this student union and as well, na. So we cook
Mm-hmm.
for the student
Yes.
union. So like we have like 30, 40 people. So we used to cook for that.
Your observation skill is quite commendable.
Yeah, so many people are commenting.
Yeah. Okay. Coming
Yes.
back,
Mhm.
here's
Yes.
the fifth question for you. So, our
Yeah.
knowledge, you were a software engineer in the IT sector and the public sector. So,
Mhm.
we would like to know, did you quit your job? And what made you decide to go down this path despite having a reputed job?
Okay. So it was in the year 2019. I just what you call quit. Okay, like they show
Uh,
in film, na. Ini
yeah.
kam chhad diya, na. So like
uh,
what happened is I should not say like this, but I was not happy with the administration. Na? Like mula boss ke
yeah.
malo, nimile. I was not that happy with that, and then the job was fine because it's everything easy for me after working for so many years. Na?
Mm-hmm.
So uh, I just thought of like I didn't plan for anything. Like I just thought I would give some exam because prior to that,
Okay.
even in Kohima when I was there after my graduation, I've been giving this banking. I never tried for NPSC, but I tried for SSC, all this public sector exam. And then after my graduation, we have this GATE exam
Okay.
for masters MTech. So by God's grace, even I cleared that one, and even I tried for some colleges because my aim was very high. I was easily getting admission in some okay college, na, medium type college, but
Yeah, yeah.
my aim was for IIT. I tried for IIT Guwahati, but I could not do it because my cutoff was very less, a lot confused
Okay.
compared to the other people. So I could not clear, and then even I tried for K school university. Here I got it, but somehow like the department, I was just reluctant, and then I didn't go. Nah? So
Uh-huh.
after that, I just thought of coming, working in Kohima. I came to Bangalore, working here, and then 2019, I was like, "Kushi na paina," when you do something, but still you don't have that fulfillment in your heart. No?
Yeah.
I don't have that satisfaction, full satisfaction. Like, and then I have worked in sales department, marketing, uh, what do you call this, background verification. Nah, IT lah, ada lebih alag-alag nah. And then even
Yeah,
I've
I see.
worked with telecom, and then even work as an HR. So I was feeling like I got to know so many things. Like iman bisi jane, but I'm not interested. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good like sales করলে ভালো করে marketing করলে customer support भी করেছি মই. So everything was good, but I was not satisfied deep within. So I just thought of in 2019, I just thought, actually, sorry, imane kuro, let me just take some coaching, and then
Okay.
uh, I will I will be able to clear because earlier also I could not clear by 1 mark, 2 mark like that. Although I clear one, I mean, still
Mm-hmm.
prelims was easy, but I could not clear. So I thought maybe I can take some coaching and then I
Okay.
can clear it. I was little confident about it because the in this exam and all, maths was one of the maths is always the toughest one. Maths and then reasoning and all. So that too, it was just like on my fingertip, na maths can do pare. Being from the engineering background and all, maths was always there, na?
Yeah, yeah.
And my passion for mathematics. So it can be till now also I used to sometimes try this all this trigonometry, all this class 11, 12 maths na. It's a habit na kakushi pa sa man thelo na.
Hi, hi, hi.
So tinya thai and then 2019 I quit my job in the month of January last day date 31st day and I come chari chari ki le ho sai lo ama the ma gali de tao ye na. Why did you
Naga
quit your
Mumno.
job? Yeah? Why did you quit
Mumno,
your
bro.
job? You're earning so much, lah,
Yeah.
and you don't have a family, lah. You just have to take care of yourself. You're earning so nicely. You can aram se save 10, 20,000 also. Kiman enjoy kurde.
Mm.
So aram se kam kurne. Kile kam chari se. I got little bit of scolding, but I said, nah,
Yeah.
it's okay. I will just appear for an exam. Try to do. And then uh, I was taking coaching, okay, in Bangalore. So my progress I can know, na prelims clear registration and I have to appear for
Mm.
means. So the preparation was also good. I was just like this time do and then what happened is in the year in the month of May, I had this appendix pancreas problem na. So
Okay.
this should be and then I was admitted in hospital. The doctor said that your pancreas is inflammation which means inflamed which is fully na.
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you have to take medication, I was very weak na. So the dawai you have to be on medication. And then at that time I stayed for 1 month in the hospital. At that time all this ultrasound, injection, saline, all khai.
Yeah.
Later I realized the doctor said you have to stay in hospital like nearly 3 weeks and you have to take proper rest. And then I realized I had this gallbladder stone as well. So
Okay.
everything came together, na? And then
Yeah.
I missed out my exam. Everything was in the month of June.
Mm-hmm.
Interest will loss and then whatever I studied because of all this injection, na? It was
Mm.
like you don't get the energy to wake up also, stand up also, and then thinking of studying and then going and write the exam. Not possible. It's very far the exam center. So I just thought of what do you call? It will know. And just after I quit my job in the month of February 2019, I remember I just started this rumbling spoon. Just thinking that my friends, everyone, they were like, "You're cooking, mom, how great you cook every time. Why don't you share your photos and then recipe? Your phone is always full of food, nah? Food photography, everything. Nature. Why don't you share your knowledge with others?" And that was very interesting. Always wanted to do this. So I used to write blog and all before that, prior to that. I used to write,
Uh-huh.
but like blogging, just like now YouTube is the fashion. Nah?
Yeah.
So blogging was not a fashion in the year at that time. So Instagram is famous and there are so many food
Mm-hmm.
bloggers I look up to. Nah? And then I see, tahu mo followers, they are tahu mo how to create. Nah? And I was just using a very sasta one Samsung phone. I just starting na, and I start to
Uh-huh.
let's just start it. And then
Acha.
I started photo and then upload, and then people were like, "Come on, appreciate it," na. And then uh, I started this uh, after that, like it was going side by side. After my operation, everything gone. I could not do anything, and I just thought, let's start something new with this account now because nobody does like that at that time in the year of
Mm-hmm.
2019. Everyone was like full into Tukon Kuluo, so I was like, what I can do from now, na? Because uh, it was so much expenditure taking care of my health. So parents, I can't ask for money na, at this age, like at the age of
Yes,
28,
yes.
29, you can't just ask money from your parents. So I
Yes,
just thought,
obvious.
chalo, like like somehow if I can just manage myself, I'll take care the rent so my parents can pay for that. I'll just
All
take
right.
care something to for myself. So I think in the month of uh, July, I think I just started with small, 1 kg of pickle, okay, and then
Uh-huh.
made like 6, 7 dabba, na. You know that Nagaland wala
Acha.
dabba, na, the small dabba one.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I
then
know
I
that. The
gave it
small
to
one.
some of my friends. Yeah, yeah. So I gave to some of my friends to try. They were like, "Oh, I never buy it. And then like they were so happy, na. And then it
Uh,
got sold out. Okay, 6, 7 dabba I made. And then I was like, alright, I made it with 500 rupees something. Expenditure was 700. And I got like 1200, like 500 rupees near love. 400,
acha.
500. Nah. So it's very interesting. And then I love this one. Nah. And
Yeah,
then
yeah. I
and
think that
also
was
I can't do
the
anything.
starting point for your career.
And I was just at
Yeah.
home now, doing nothing. I can't travel back home because doctor has advised not to travel that much at the time. Just be
Okay.
here. So just take rest, complete rest. Traveling will not be advisable. Nah. So I just stayed and then started with that one. And my friends are like, Mahalla company, Northeast Malaysia. We have all the Northeast
Acha.
friends. You just make and give
Uh-huh.
us to sell it. Like they can so interested. Nah? But yeah, later on realized and then I started on this and started posting on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It gets started.
Yeah. You have to start there will be a starting point where you have to do something. So that is, I think that was a starting point of your journey.
Hmm. That was the
Yeah.
starting point, and there are a few friends who have like helped me very much. Like uh, they helped me with selling the product. Like they will be like,
Acha.
"Mohane bikri korido." We'll sell it to our friends. They will
Mm-hmm.
even come and buy it from my house, and then they will sell it, and they give me money. Then,
Acha.
like I started with 1 kg, 1 kg of beef.
Uh-huh.
Then it's very like I'm very happy that now the I can make like 15 kg in a day, 10 to 15
Good.
kg, and then it's just that I'm doing it single-handedly. That's the reason. That's the reason I can't do more. But
Mm.
the demand is always there because they like the way I prepare.
Yes, yes.
And
I believe that gradually your market research is going to grow big.
okay, hopefully.
Okay. Here's one more interesting question, which I really want to know. When you had a change of your profession, okay, I believe you might have faced a lot of pressures and criticism from your families as well as friends.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what I want to know is how did you tackle all those criticism and pressures? Please, would you like to enlighten us?
Yeah, actually, my parents were very supportive. Like they they were supportive. Like if I wanted to do something, they were always like, I want to study this. They were like, okay, you can do it now. Now is the time you can learn. But just after my operation, I quit my job, and they
Yeah.
also know that I am not able to join this 9 to 5 job. Nah? I'm not in that condition, so I'm just taking rest and I'm pursuing this. They are just little, what you call, scared, like little afraid. What I will be doing, like I'm the youngest one, the only son in the house, so they are also worried like what our son will do, nah? Because they also know that our age is also coming out, and then uh,
Mm.
Imam pura likha করেছে, like after doing your engineering, you are just staying at home and making pickles. They don't look at that as like small job, but at the same time, they also think that I'm capable of more, nah, better. Like I
Yeah.
can clear some exam and live a aram profitable life. Now, why to struggle so much? Because there's no one to look up to. So they were also a little reluctant. They were not, but gradually, like as I started working and they see the interest, the passion, like
Mm.
I will video call them and then like, mommy will say, "Mo idu banai siya na, I've made this one.
Acha.
This is the thing, like variety na." And always
Ah.
there is a thing to learn, like not the conventional one like beef, pork, chicken. We always have this type of pickle, na. But I thought of making it some very different pickles, like even the jhal chana, na. Like
Acha.
apart from Nagaland, you don't get outside
Uh-huh.
hardly there will be someone sending. Na? So I just tried experimenting with chow chana here and then with chow chana chicken and then there are variety of like mushroom, oyster mushroom and then akune aru and there are so many stuff I made. Na? So they are also very
Okay.
happy like this is something you are doing very new. And my elder sister was also like little bit. She thinks like little conventional way, but just for security, lah. Maybe Chopra say you're also a guy, and then you will have a family. So why not you during this time you try for exam, clear it. If not later,
Uh-huh.
you can do all this stuff. They were like that, but once they see my passion for this, that yeah, something can be done, and then like I should say like basically because of my Instagram followers, fans, and all, so
Okay.
they see the support I get. Nah? Whenever I post something that like comments and all, they are also every time on the Instagram and all. They like,
Yes, yes.
oh, did you man appreciate Korea? You how come
Mm.
Korea? They like you are doing a good job. Like so many people are outside hometown they don't get the fresh na. Even if they order from hometown or send from hometown, like you make the pickles, it take time. Like even in courier and all, 7 days, 8 days na. Even if you
Yeah.
send by the best, it will take 5 6 days. So why not doing it here? Like Bangalore fresh panao, and then you get it the next day. Like
Mm-hmm.
next day, even if you are in other cities, in 2 days you will get it. So like freshly prepared, home style, authentic, and then free from preservative. Uku preservative kan nai, uku ajinomoto nai. Like it's just simple raw which we make at home, na. Just simple. So they all got to know about this that I'm so passionate about it, cooking, and I'm trying my best. They see, lah. Like even at midnight he's working. When we are
Yeah.
sleeping, he's working. And even I put my like I'm such a social person. Social media was always with me, lah. Even in
Uh-huh.
2010 and all, I always used to use Facebook and all. So I know how to handle all this and being working in customer support, all this like handle goal like how to
Yes,
promote
yes.
yourself, social media, and then marketing. So I will always like even if I make a small dish, I'll post it in my status. So even mom and all they used to see what's your status and all. What's your chocolate interested in? Nah? He's really passionate about it. Let him do that.
Yeah.
And in the year 2019, I think in the month of
Uh-huh.
September, I told mom, no, just give me 5 years. 5 years, no, I just said 5 years is too much. I said 5 years, but you give me 2 3 years. Nah, I'll figure out something in this line, and I will try to
Okay.
make a living.
Uh-huh.
So I said that mom said, okay, you take your time. If not, you have to come back hometown and do something here even if you want to open your own marketing agency or something like that, if what you're interested in, like computer knowledge, if you want to open like courses in all this, or even if you want to
Mm-hmm.
work as a professor or lecturer, something like that, assistant professor nowadays, you clear your master. You want to do master, you do your master or this exam and clear query, you work as a teacher already.
Okay.
So that's how I asked 2 years, 2 to 3 years from my mom. And because of pandemic last year, like before the pandemic, like the demand came so much. Like after I started,
Yes, yes.
October,
Mm-hmm.
November, December, in the month of 2019, the demand was so much, and then I had to go back home. And then I came. At that time,
Okay.
like pandemic started, and then the demand also increased so much, but I could not work because of the pandemic. I was just taking some
Uh,
rest. But right after the pandemic, I started like in the month of June last year. The sales were like so high. I have no time. I
Skyrocket.
work like 15 to 16 hours a day, nah? Like
Wow.
whole week of work. I like was
That's
working like a donkey, nah? And my
Yeah.
work is so much like that. You have to do like physical work, nah. Pakaulay lagi, you have to purchase, you have
Ah,
to do physical, all this cooking, all alone, nah. And here it's very hard to get help because everyone is in their own work, nah, own world.
yeah.
So from packaging to cooking to shipping, managing bills, there's like so much thing. Dimag big lagi, body
Yes, yes,
lagi
yes.
na kapag.
You
So that's
know,
how I convince them.
pukul ba til lagi na kamu kasi ti pura.
Nagoy, it was like fire in the.
Yeah. But
uh,
then
so
uh, that's quite good. Why? Because see, in our society today, which we are living, many of our Naga parents they don't encourage on us to do what we want to do. So
yes,
you are quite blessed that you have your family and friends, those who support you
exactly.
in whatever you want to do. So I
Mm-hmm.
believe that through this very question and then through your answers, many out there will be inspired.
I hope so because see, it's very challenging to be away from home, nah, doing
Mm.
something that is like completely different. Nobody is doing here like that, and we never know. Like we never hear of someone like एक जो मतलब नागालैंड में बाहर जाए ना तभी यहाँ पिकल भी बनाए. It's like a very ना new thing.
Yep, yep.
Like after doing every studies and all, after having so much knowledge about if you can choose something and you can do aram se kam na desk job ekta kuro
Mm.
pare, but doing pickles away from home is something like ekla ase jawan tukra banaya. They don't believe. Na? It's not
Ah,
impossible. It's impossible, next to impossible. So
yeah, yeah.
it's so funny. Like my uncle and auntie, my relatives and all, they will ask, Bangalore ki kure ase? And I can't say that. Like they will be imagining what not now. So I said, I mean,
Yeah.
come say company they come key company they company chari say I work pickles and I love kui do in a kui I say like I'm doing
Okay.
pickling, always pickles and all they're like,
Ah,
I have pickle when I need to go for Bangalore day. Pickle is last line no way. They all know that it's not that. And
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
and then sometimes the selling pickles like in a packet I will get like 50, 60 hardly there.
Mm.
So even the rent is like 10,000. Even khawle bhi lage, so the maintenance, everything is costly. So during my initial days, I have some few savings which helped me to survive. Na? Like I
Yep.
was like, chalo idura survive kurne hui jaise kule to aage jaine do ne hui jauna. Even parents, my sister, they were very supportive. They will like send money, na? Like you just take care of that to lanjut la personal kuli logi na. So that's how
Inshallah.
it started. Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's another question. What is the response from the locals on Naga food when you first started? And did you ever thought that it's going to progress as it is now?
Local in the sense people from Karnataka, Bangalore, or
Yeah.
okay. So my main motive was like I'm just one person. I can't
Okay.
serve the whole society, the whole people. Nah. So I have my selected audience. Like I have to know what my type of ideal client is. Nah.
Okay.
That's how I will. First, we have to set in this like iman manulgelo mo serve ko paruna. I have that mentality. So what I went was my audience should be someone who is away from home. They,
Okay.
my basically my target audience I should say is a northeastern person who knows about the tribal food or like taste na.
Okay.
Northeast manulay target ko na. Someone who is away from home, someone who is working, someone who wants to eat healthy food, something authentic.
Okay.
Na. So my first target was never the whole people. Okay, it is just I
Okay.
assume that I'm the person, someone who is staying away from home because I can relate to them. Nah? I'm staying away from home, and then I want to eat home food, and then I don't get here in Bangalore the
Yep.
authentic one because we have many hotels, but you don't get there's no Naga from Nagaland. Okay,
Okay.
doing this authentic stuff. When I started, there's no one who is doing homemade pickles directly in Bangalore with that like taste, and then they don't have consistency. I just start crochet after 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, they will stop. Just for once, it will be like too rough, then it's low. So you can't depend,
Yep.
and then the taste also fluctuates, nah? Because you know the Naga food does not have a perfect recipe. You like 500 gram of this one. There's no recipe like that. We measure by hand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I thought. My client should be someone away from home who wants home food, who wants good food,
Okay.
who wants authentic food. Nah? And then they are willing to pay a good amount for that because I have to source all the things from hometown. Nah? So
Okay.
me as a, if I see myself as a person working in Bangalore, I would always choose home food because others too you can just order online. So my first audience, the idol client or the one from Northeast who all ordered, they really loved it. And then they were like so many people eating together. Ah, this is one from our Naga brother who is making this pickle. Try it, and then they share to other friends. So everything was like word of mouth, nah? Sharing
Okay.
one, and then no publicity, nothing. It was just word of mouth, and then they also let the other friends, the South Indian, the North Indian friends, they have tried through these Northeast friends, and then that's how like even uh, I have now like some local people, usually from Coorg, Mangalore, and then Kerala people, Chennai. So like they are so interested in our stuff. Like they like our food. Okay, because it's little
Mm-hmm.
spicy, and then not too much of masala, nah? Especially the
Okay.
Coorg people. The Coorg is one of the district of Karnataka, so they like our food. So I get so much from there. Like even they like our pork, the way we prepare, simple,
Yeah.
and then I don't use too much of this chili powder and all that. It will burn your stomach. So I use green
Mm-hmm.
chili. So it will be just in spicy in the tongue. It won't hurt your stomach. So I
Yeah.
got very good response. So later, like I have now South Indian people as well who are willing to try my stuff, and then even I have given my pickles like last time before going home, I gave my pickles to this knowledge shop. They also sell. So I got now many South Indian, like the local people also who are loving the product.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
increasing day by
So
day.
yeah, the time is running out, and we have around 15 minutes since the live will be for 1 hour. So
Hmm.
we have to go on with like a rapid question. Okay, rapid round.
Yes, yes,
All right.
exactly.
Okay. Here's one of the
Mhm,
question which the audience will be interested in. How did it started,
mhm.
and what is the story behind the name, the Rambling Spoon?
Uh, like I wanted to do something like when you think of a name, it should like
Okay.
strike. From starting,
Mm-hmm.
like from the time I started, I was always like thinking to make it something like a business, something I
Yeah.
can promote like e-commerce, nah? Something where I can collaborate
Okay.
even with our agriculture. And also, I just started. Why not? Like everyone is doing like Naga, nah? Everyone is like Northeast, everything. Like I
Okay.
wanted to do something like Kichi, which should not be only limited to our Nagaland, but it should be to all over. We can say all over the world or all over the
Mm-hmm.
Northeast or every other people should be willing to try with the name. Nah? Because sometimes
Okay.
when you just say Naga, then they will be thinking like our food habits and all our forefathers and all what they think little bit. So
Okay.
I just planned out so many things. I wanted to make it very creative, so check online, and then I will write down like I've written around 50, 60 words, and then try to like in the food sector, what will be the things like knife, spoon, nah, cooking,
Okay.
apron, all these names I have written down, and then like try to mix match, nah. And then so like, something that will be very new to people, and then I started this name, the Rumbling
Okay.
Spoon. Mhm.
Very interesting one. All right. Here's another question. As a successful young Naga entrepreneur, what advice would you give to the youth about dignity of labor?
Uh, Advice, what I would like to give is no work is small. Like once we know that, like I'm not telling anyone to be look up to me, but or like that. But see, like we should not be very arrogant or like very proud of what we studied. Nah? Like
Mm-hmm.
education is just as something that for communication, for your education, people will respect you for that. But first, try to be a good person, nah? Hardworking, honest, and then dignity of labor means no work is small. Chutu alwe, dango alwe, kam to kam ase. So for me, I'm
Okay.
an engineer, but I have no problem. I tell people also I can even sell food in the roadside. I don't mind. One day you might see me in the supermarket Dimapur selling some stuff because it's interesting now when you are doing something, earning something from
Mm-hmm.
it. No shame in that. And
Mm-hmm.
being coming from like a very middle class family, I believe like there was nothing that I respect people who are hardworking and then who are so Naina. You can be a delivery guy, you can be a sweeper, watchman, everything. So the dignity of labor is very important because we should respect each job.
Yes, yes. All right.
I'll
There's
make
one
it
more
very
question.
short.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
let's make it short. Any future plans of
Uh,
opening a restaurant in the, if yes, okay, where would it be? It be in Nagaland or Bangalore?
uh, See, when you think of a chef, we only think of a restaurant. But for me,
Yeah.
there are surprising things coming up. I wanted to do something different. But yes,
Okay.
when I do have a what you call interest in opening a restaurant because where I
Okay.
will be serving all this authentic and then some fusion food and some of my signature. So looking at the present scenario of Nagaland, that will be Dimapur.
Okay. All right. I'm going to miss out some many of the questions. Okay. Now, since we have less than 10 minutes, so let's go with the next set of questions. No more about you. Okay. It's like
Okay.
a running train, Rajdhani Express. Okay.
Yes,
Here's the
yes.
first question about you. What is your signature dish and what do people love about it?
Signature dish. There are so many. So I'll just say like from my pickles, I would say my signature would be my beef pickle.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
that is like one of the most selling. Like I have sold more than 100 kgs, I think. So
Oh,
that
wow.
is, and till now, not a single complaint. Like in my pickles, uh,
Okay.
I've been doing for nearly 2 years. You can say 1.5 years, something pandemic and all. But if you just compare,
All
like
right.
from the time I started the pickle, so there
Okay.
is hardly one or two complaints. So there is
Uh-huh.
also the meat is little chewy or it's little bit salty, but the taste is always good. So it's like a 99% success rate.
All right. Okay. I have another question for you. Are you a blessed soul who can eat anything?
I'm willing to try. I can try because all the seafood and all I like it, but nah, not the reptiles and all. I don't like that one. But
Reptiles.
the thing which is eatable, and
Okay.
then like morong kasamahan nako, you know that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I got it.
hematology and all. I don't want to be. That one
Uh,
is emotional type, but if
acha.
there is something like very interesting, if it's cooked tasty way, I am willing to
Uh-huh.
try.
Okay. Now, coming back to the third question, what chef do you follow on social media? What type of chefs?
Hmm, my Gordon Ramsay wale. He is good because he's like very direct. Nah? His way of things
Acha.
is good, and even Nigella Lawson, she is my favorite because back then she was the only one we watched in TV, so she is an inspiration till now.
Okay.
So apart from that, I think like the Indian chef and all, I will just check what they are cooking because it's interesting. But what I'm doing is totally different. So I always look up to Asian YouTubers and all this recipe and all
Mm-hmm.
what they make, and then I try to infuse in my like mixed Korean
Okay.
with but I will try to them.
All right. Name the three kitchen tools that you can't do without.
Three kitchen tools that will be obviously knife. Without that, nothing will
Acha.
be there. And then
Uh-huh.
definitely a pot,
Okay.
and then a spoon. I should say rumbling spoon, la number
All right.
spoon with all the
Chalo. Okay. Have you ever had any moment of like fanatizing, keeping fans and all this thing? Have you ever had any fan
I
moment?
never thought about it.
Okay.
You mean any happy moments? Like,
Fan moment like একটা মানুষকে চাই কিনে একদম you want to like idolize কৰা type না?
fan, I should not say, but there are so many people like in Instagram as well because my food is limited to Northeast, Naga food. So
Okay.
I really look up to Neil Nelly Vegetarian how cooking Korea, Food is Joy, Christy Picon, and then Amur Elvis, tribal chef. They are like people I look up to.
Okay.
Even Ali
Chalo.
Lorin, ALF,
Ah,
this is
okay. If you be a best friend with a celebrity, what would it be and why?
best friend with a celebrity. I can't remember at the moment, but it should be someone who is very. I think if I have to choose, I would always choose someone who is an entrepreneur. Uh,
Acha.
Even there is one Gary V, Raj. His name is Raj Shamani, and then they are very good because they inspire me. Because food, I want to take it as a food as a business, no? Or as a food
Okay.
entrepreneur, as I say myself. So
Okay.
they will be the one.
Chalo, ठीक है. All right. This will be the last set of our question for today's interview. Okay, here it goes. If
Okay.
you could have any superpower, which one would you choose?
Superpower. I should say I would just choose to be healthy. If that is considered as a superpower, because health is wealth. So if I have good health,
Uh-huh.
I can prepare more and then I can do. So I will choose good health.
Wow, that's a good answer. All right. With this, we have come to the end of the of our show. We have 3 minutes now. So, any last message you want to give to our viewers?
uh, yeah, I just want to be very simple in that because like we all in Nagaland, there are so many opportunities. So we should
Okay.
be uh, looking for new avenues. Not just someone is doing this, we have to do this. We have to look out for new opportunities. There's like take ideas from internet, YouTube, make use of Google, and then like
Okay.
always be humble,
Mm-hmm.
honest with what you do. Like you have to maintain your integrity, not just that people are looking at you. So you have to maintain that integrity. Like example in my work, if people are not looking at me, I know that there are so many types of people working. So like example, beef. Nah? I'm making beef
Mm-hmm.
separate day, chicken separate day, pork separate day because there are people who are Muslim, who are Hindu. Nah? Some like
Yes.
halal
Yes.
food, so I make sure that I use halal food. Okay. So
Okay.
I have separate customer. So whatever you do, I will just make it short. Whatever you do it with integrity, and then
Okay.
if you are something passionate about, follow that, and then people will recognize you for your consistency. Be
Mm-hmm.
consistent. Whatever your job you do, even if it's a small one, do it for give that your passion. Nah? Give that at least one
Mm-hmm.
or 2 years. So follow
Yeah.
that, and then nobody can stop you.
Okay. Okay, that's it for today's interview. Thanks so much, brother, for being honest and letting us know more about you.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
today's interview was a fruitful one, and I hope many of our viewers who are live with us right now have learned a lot from you. And also, we are going to upload this live video in our IGTV as well as YouTube channel. So those that missed out the live show, you can go and check it out. Many are going to be inspired by your experience. So once again, thank you so much, brother, for availing us your time. Appreciate it.
Okay. There are so many
Okay.
questions that came out. They say that you are also a good cook.
Yeah. I mean, like
You
we,
cook, huh?
yeah, we wouldn't able to follow up with that this thing, the comments. Why?
Yeah.
Because the time is running out. We have 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe one day
Yeah,
after
one
I
day.
come down to Dimapur, we both will meet up one day and then let's
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
conversation as well. Yeah,
Chalo, ठीक
it's
है.
nice to meet up with young people who are like
Mm.
you're also doing such a good job and then very good with that. All the best in your business studies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Thanks so much. There was a lot of questions, even in the comment section, as well as we had the questions which the audience provided us, but then due to low timing, we couldn't able to ans- ask all the questions. So I believe in a days to come, we are going to have you again in our midst. So whatever question we have
yes,
left
yes,
out, we will
for sure.
ask you during those days. Okay.
Of course, yeah.
So thank you so much, brother, once
And
again for joining us.
And I also want to thank your Vogue Naga for this time because it's my first time coming up like this because I never show up that much. I don't want to
Yeah.
be too much in the limelight. So this is my first time. Thank you for this opportunity to share my experience. Thank you to you, brother, as well. It was a
Yeah.
very nice talk. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your time and
It's a very
thank you to
okay.
all the followers for being patient. And if you have any question, you can just inbox me. And then thank you, next really Naga, Asang, Kensu, everyone. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah.
See you, brother.
Okay, brother. Then take care.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye. Good night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed our show, and then lots of love to all the viewers for your support. We'll be interviewing many Naga influencers in the days to come, so do follow us and stay tuned for more updates. It's been Ikaw Tukulaw Umi in our next episode. Good night. Take care.